Breaking news, Nigerians. The Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja on Thursday adjourned till October 31st. The hearing of an appeal the indigenous people of Biafra fight to challenge his prosecution as a terrorist organization by the federal government. A three-man panel of the court okayed the hearing dates after it directed the parties to file and exchange all the necessary and legal processes in the matter. The detained leader of the IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu, had earlier appealed to be joined as an interested party in the appeal marked FHC/CA/A/214/2018. Specifically, IPOB, through its lawyer, Mr. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, is praying the appellate court to set aside in its entirety the ruling final decision of the late former Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice Adu Kudirat, which on September 15, 2027, outlawed its activities in Nigeria. It will be recorded that the High Court proscribed IPOB on the strength of an ex parte motion the Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice, Mr. Abubakar Malami San, filed on behalf of the federal government. Justice Kudirat especially declared as illegal all activities of the group, particularly in the southeast and the south-south regions of the country. He further reiterated any person or group of persons from participating in any of the group's activities. The judge directed the AGF to ensure that he published the order proscribing IPOB in the official gazette as well as in two national dailies. In a follow-up ruling on January 22, 2018, the court dismissed a motion IPOB filed to challenge the illegal validity of the prescription order, which he said was obtained by the AGF. IPOB had alleged that the AGF suppressed and misrepresented facts in the affidavit evidence he tendered before the court, adding that the prosecution order was tantamount to declaring over 30 million Nigerians of Igbo extraction as terrorists. While dismissing the motion, Justice Adu Kudirat said he was satisfied that IPOB constituted a threat to national security. He rejected Ejiofor's argument that the group, not being a registered entity in Nigeria, could not be validly sued by the federal government. The court said the fact that IPOB claimed that it was registered in over 30 countries in the world outside Nigeria did not exculpate it from legal liabilities if it was found to have by its activities violated any law in Nigeria. Meanwhile, in his 5 grounds of appeal, IPOB contended that Justice Adu Kudirat held in law and occasioned a miscarriage of justice when he ruled that the mandatory statutory condition requiring President Muhammadu Buhari's approval under Section 2, 1 in bracket, C in brackets of the Terrorism Prevention Amendment Act 2013 was satisfied on the authority of a memo the AGF issued on September 15, 2017. It told the appellate court that the lower court judge failed to evaluate, consider, or mention in his rulings affidavit evidence that was tendered to establish that IPOB was not a violent organization. Proper findings of fact built on a meticulous evaluation of affidavit evidence placed before the court below, we resolve whether the activities and characters of the appellants as clearly distinguished, vid. compelling, exhibits placed before the court meet the threshold definition of terrorism act as contemplated under Section 2, 1A, B, and C of the Terrorism Prevention Amendment Act 2013. The appellate's activities as contested in his written submission before the trial court, strongly supported by credible affidavit evidence, falls short of acts of terrorism as contemplated under Section 2, 1A, B, and C of the Terrorism Prevention Amendment Act. This submission was not considered by the learned trial judge. The learned trial judge justified the granting of the ex parte order of 20th September 2017, vid. Finding of facts predicated on issues he formulated, so motto, ostensibly closing his eyes to facts, as well as documents that show that the appellate is a group of persons holding common political belief, largely made up of indigenous people of Igbo extraction and other neighboring regions, mainly exercising their constitutional rights to self-determination within the bounds of relevant international instruments and conventions. Affidavit evidence placed before the trial court shows in clear terms that the appellate does not possess any form of arms or weapons in the exercise of their constitutionally guaranteed rights, or have any history of evidence or had engaged in any form of killings. The activities of the applicant are ostensibly characterized by moving in groups with cardboards and placards in their hands, singing, blowing whistles and flutes in agitation for self-determination. This compelling fact, clearly supported by credible evidence, were not evaluated by the court below its findings of fact. Activities of the applicant, as demonstrated before the lower court, is in sharp contrast with characters of notorious groups that have even used violence, such as Fulani herdsmen, which has been declared the fourth most dangerous terrorist organization in the world, and none of these violent groups has earned terrorist tag, because the president most probably considered them as possessing or professing protected political beliefs, IPOB added. So guys, you've all heard it now. The Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja on Thursday adjourned till October 31st the hearing of appeal the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB filed to challenge its prosecution as a terrorist organization by the federal government of Nigeria. So what they are dragging here, IPOB said they are not terrorist organization, that the federal government of Nigeria should unproscribe the group. And meanwhile, Nigerians have also, called out the Nigerian government led by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, saying the best way to go now to make peace in the Southeast is to unproscribe IPOB as a terrorist group, so that peace will reign in Nigeria. So what's your take on this? Kindly drop your comments below the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Please share this video, let it go viral. Let Nigerians understand what is happening today in the Nigerian political landscape. Thank you and bye for now.